Well, greetings from Clayton, Indiana, right outside Indianapolis. Our family has been basing out of here for a few weeks, hitting some churches in Indiana and doing some things around this area. My mom lives here in Clayton, Indiana right now, helping to take care of her mom, and so it's been a really nice stopping off place for us. Trying to do a video update here to give you a little variety with some of the updates. Let me know if you like it, and it does go a little more quickly. Why in my car? Well, very simply, it's quiet in the car. The kids are inside doing school, and also they have practicing. We have one violin, one viola, one cello. So this is quiet out here. And also you get to see that we got our Suburban back. Of course, we've had it for a while, but many of you know, way back in February when we were starting Deputation, this thing got stolen, was gone for 3 months. So it's nice to have it back. And we spend a lot of time in here, so thought it made for a good spot for a video. I do have some notes, and so I'll try to stay on track and not make this too long. First of all, a little update on the Hong Kong protests. They are continuing. There has been violence, vandalism, destruction of property, which none of that are we excited about. But you can continue to pray for the people of Hong Kong. The protests are a good thing in general, just because it's showing that Hong Kong is not going to allow China to really exert more control than they should be. If you understand the history, maybe even just paying attention to what we're doing, maybe you've learned that Hong Kong is supposed to have their freedoms until 2047. So we're 28 years away from that, and so that's why you're seeing a lot of the protest happening there. You can continue to pray for our church there, Pastor Johnson, his wife Catherine, their 3 kids, and then Island Baptist Church is really in downtown Hong Kong Island, and a lot of the protests are nearby. Transportation has been impacted. They actually canceled services completely a couple of weeks ago at Island Baptist. So just continue to pray for the people there. We know that that hope is not in freedom from a bad government. That's not what hope is all about. Hope is found in Jesus Christ, and we're praying that through a lot of this, that a lot of the people of Hong Kong will realize that and turn to Jesus Christ. Our travels, we've been doing a lot of travel. I mentioned we're here in Indiana a lot. I go to Texas next week for three churches down there, and then after Indiana, we're back to North Carolina. And I think, let me check my notes here. We've been in 46 churches so far on Deputation. We have 14 more before the end of the year. So we're just very thankful for his full schedule. We're in a different church every Sunday from now until the middle of December. So God's been really faithful in that way, or shown his faithfulness in that way. He's always faithful, but he's made it obvious in that way in providing meetings for us. As far as our support, we have 19 individuals that are supporting us right now, which is a huge blessing. And thank you to those of you that are watching this that are supporting us financially in that way. And then we also have 16 supporting churches that are partnering with us financially. And again, thank you. If you're one of those churches or a member of one of those churches, a huge blessing in that way. And I know there's many of you that would love to be able to support financially. You can't right now. Don't worry about that. We're thankful for your prayers, thankful for your encouragement, and so we'll take all of that we can get. If you are interested in supporting us, and maybe your churches, maybe you are as an individual, you can go to our website, and there's a donate button right there. And a one-time gift is helpful. We're trying to raise some money for getting to Hong Kong as far as the travel over there, and then getting everything set up. And I'll give you a more specific number on that, maybe on the next update. But that's going to be a significant number. Plane tickets, furniture for our house, just the normal setup things, all the appliances for the house, just all those kinds of things are going to need help getting our stuff over there. But I'll give you a little more information about that later. But if you're interested in supporting, you can go to the website and do that. We're at about 50% right now. We're trying to raise $7,000 a month. And that sounds high, but Hong Kong is the #1 most expensive housing market in the world for the last 7 years. And that was by Forbes magazine. Give you a little idea of what it's going to be like. We're going to try to rent a 3-bedroom 2-bath apartment at about 1,000 square feet, and that will cost us around $3,000 a month. And so that's rent. And yes, that's expensive. That's not even downtown Hong Kong. It's not near the church. It'll be about a 45-minute commute. But we're very excited to be able to get that phase of our ministry going, looking for a place once we get over there and get settled in that. Checking my notes. Thank you. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you guys about our board meeting that happened a couple weeks ago. We had our first Hope Ministries International board meeting, and our board members include Pastor Jonathan Johnson, who's the pastor of Island Baptist Church, where I'll be serving there in Hong Kong. It includes the pastor of our sending church, Pastor Todd Savinsky, and we actually held the meeting there at their church, thankful for that church's support and Pastor Todd's encouragement. It also includes a guy by the name of Glenn Aldridge. I've known Glenn for a long time. He's had some kids that have worked on summer staff at the Wilds, and Glenn is really, really great in the area of finances. He's a godly man who seeks to use his gifts to serve others in that way. And so Glenn owns his own, I guess you'd say, financial company, accounting firm, and is helping us in that way on the board. Then Bob and Sarah Roberts. Bob and his wife lived in Hong Kong several years ago, taught in a school there, been influential in a lot of the process and us figuring out all this about Hong Kong. And then Pastor Tom, oh, by the way, Sarah, sorry, I'm itching my eye. Forgive me. Sarah Roberts, who is on our board, has done a ton of work for us with all of our prayer cards, our website. She designed our website. And so she's had a huge part in getting all this off the ground as well. And then the last board member is Pastor Tom Fuller. And he has had his son and his daughter have worked at the Wilds. I actually knew Pastor Fuller back in college. He was on my hall at Bob Jones University, but now he's pastoring in Easley, South Carolina. And that's really, if we're in the Greenville area, that's where we're attending church. My kids who are at college, Sarah and Nathan, they've been attending there every week. And just thankful for his wisdom as well as a part of our board. So thankful for these guys. They gave a lot of great advice and a lot of good planning and encouragement there with that. I'm going to leave you with one thought. I read this morning from Isaiah chapter 55 and verses 1 and 2 speak about how everyone that is thirsty can come find satisfaction through God's servant Jesus Christ, through his son Jesus Christ. And I just want to encourage you. We know that that is the way for eternal salvation through Jesus Christ. But let me just encourage you, even as a believer, that often we lose sight and we seek satisfaction and things that will not provide that satisfaction. Satan is so deceptive. And often it's through our relationships we look for that satisfaction. Maybe it's through our work. Maybe it's through achievements, or a lot of times it's actually through sinful choices. Maybe it's through something even as stupid as sports. And as a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I understand that's not satisfaction. But whatever it is, to find that if you're thirsty and if you're longing for satisfaction, run to the one who provides the only true satisfaction you can find, and that is Jesus Christ. In verse 2 of Isaiah 55, it talks about how we labor for things that we really can't even buy. In other words, there's no point working for this satisfaction outside of Jesus Christ. And may we all find true joy, true peace, true satisfaction in Jesus Christ alone. Thank you so much for your continued prayers, for keeping up with us. And let me know, maybe shoot me an email, let me know what you thought of this video update. And if this is a better medium for you other than the written version. As far as praying for us right now, pray for the support to come in, pray for our safety on the road. We're a lot of traveling. Pray for Tiffany and the kids. They've just been awesome with their flexibility, but just keep them in their prayers, trying to do school on the road, not really having a place to put things down. It's just a part of it. They've been awesome, but just pray that they'll continue to have grace with all that. We've thoroughly enjoyed Deputation, getting to meet a lot of you, getting to be in churches that I've heard about for many years, and it's just been a blessing to be with so many faithful people. So thank you for your continued encouragement, and may God bless you as you seek to serve him with all that you have.